to every man who comes to me with those type of pains. And that is, if you really want to make the world a better place, go home and love your children. Go home and be a good parent. And sometimes, this is not all, okay? This is not across the board. But sometimes what I have seen in true healing is that when a man becomes a father and has his own kids, in the process of raising his kids, he breaks the repeating behavior patterns of the generational trauma in his family line, and he heals through being a better parent to his children than his parents were to him. And that is one of the ways to battle a lot of the resentment. And knowing that, well, like again, when a guy's coming to me saying, "How do I get motivation for dealing with all this thing?" Well, if you do have the intent at some point of wanting a family, you need to heal so that you are a better parent to your children than your parents were to you. And for some people, that is a wonderful motivation to push them to do the things that they're uncomfortable doing so that they can heal from that resentment.
A lot of people throw a blanket over that whole concept saying, guess what? You know what? It's genetic. You're going to be just like your parents. You didn't like your parents. You didn't like what they did to you. Forget about it because you're going to grow up and you're going to be just like them. A pox on that. It doesn't have to be that way.
It doesn't have to be that way. As someone who's had to go through that process, the instinct is always there. The instinct is always to repeat the behavior pattern that you grew up with. And it takes a lot of conscious effort initially to break that pattern and to establish new patterns. It's challenging to become a really good parent when you didn't have the example of what a good parent was. And I mean, I'm grateful for the fact that I watched so much television as a kid because a lot of the sitcoms I would watch and a lot of the educational programs I would watch gave me the example that I didn't have at home. So I luckily had that example, but even so, the instinct to repeat the behavior pattern is there. It's when that instinct kicks in and we do something different in that moment. That's how we break the pattern, and that's how we find a certain level of healing from it.
And getting